Hello again, Reds. Welcome back. Liverpool fans, the January transfer window is moving fast, rumors are flying everywhere, and once again the Reds are right at the center of the conversation. While many supporters are still waiting for that big first-team signing to be announced, behind the scenes there is a lot happening at Anfield. Some moves are already agreed, others are being carefully planned, and one name in particular is now being taken very, very seriously. Let's start with what we know for sure. Liverpool may not have announced a senior signing yet, but the club has already secured the future by agreeing a deal for young center-back Ifeanyi Ndukwe. He will officially link up with the Reds after the 2025-26 season. This is another clear sign that Liverpool are continuing their long-term strategy of identifying top young talent early and bringing them into the system before their value explodes. On top of that, Liverpool have also reached a verbal agreement for another promising youngster, Morin Diaya. Again, this shows that even if there is no immediate headline signing, the recruitment team is working constantly. Liverpool are not standing still, and they are definitely planning for both the present and the future. Now, the big question many fans are asking is simple. Will Liverpool actually sign a senior player in January? At the moment, the answer is still unclear. One thing we do know is that a move for Marc Guéhi will not happen until the summer. That door is effectively closed for this window. But while one target is on hold, another longtime target is suddenly back in the spotlight. That player is RB Leipzig's exciting winger, Yin Diamand. Over the final months of 2025, Diomande was being talked about as a €100 million player, which is around £88 million. That price alone tells you how highly rated he is in Germany. He is only 19 years old, but already playing at the top level and catching the attention of Europe's biggest clubs. Bayern Munich are interested, Manchester City are watching, Chelsea are involved, and now Liverpool's interest is being described as something that should be taken very seriously. Well-known journalist Christian Falk has added fuel to the fire by explaining why this situation matters so much. Diomande is under contract until 2030, which means RB Leipzig are in a very strong position. They do not need to sell, and they will only listen if a huge offer comes in. That is exactly why Liverpool's involvement is important. When clubs like Liverpool, City, Chelsea, and Spurs all show interest in the same player, it means something big is happening. These clubs share similar ideas, similar scouting profiles, and similar long-term visions. So what makes Yin Diamand so special? He is naturally a right winger, but is also very comfortable playing on the left. His pace, dribbling, and confidence on the ball have already made him a nightmare for defenders in the Bundesliga. Even though his senior career is still in its early stages, his impact has been impressive. On the left side, he has scored 2 goals and provided 1 assist in 11 matches. But on the right wing, where he looks most dangerous, he has scored 7 goals and added 4 assists in the same number of games. For a 19-year-old, those numbers are outstanding. Now let's talk about the bigger picture, because this is where things get really interesting for Liverpool fans. Mohamed Salah is still a Liverpool legend and one of the best players in the world. But the reality is that he could leave the club in 2026. He will be 33 by then, and Liverpool must think ahead. Replacing a player like Salah is not easy, and it cannot be done at the last minute. This is why Diomande fits the story perfectly. Liverpool may not be looking for an immediate Salah replacement, but they could be planning for a smooth transition. Bringing in a young, explosive winger now or in the near future would allow him time to develop, adapt to the Premier League, and grow into the role. When Salah eventually moves on, Liverpool would not be starting from zero. Of course, the pressure would be huge. Salah's numbers this season, with 5 goals and 4 assists in 20 games, still show his importance. No teenager can simply walk in and fill that gap overnight. But Liverpool have always believed in building players, not just buying ready-made stars. Diomande could be the next big project, the next Anfield story. For now, nothing is decided. RB Leipzig are relaxed, Bayern Munich are watching, and Liverpool are carefully considering their move. Whether it happens in January, the summer, or later on, one thing is clear. Liverpool's interest in Yin Diamand is real, and it should not be ignored. So Reds, keep your eyes open. This transfer window may look quiet on the surface, but big plans are clearly being prepared behind the scenes. The future of Liverpool's attack could already be taking shape. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you won't miss anything. Hello again, Reds. Welcome back. Liverpool are not slowing down. Not now. Not after already shaking the football world with one of the most expensive and ambitious rebuilds we have ever seen at Anfield. Just when many thought the Reds would take a breather after a crazy summer and an active January, fresh reports suggest Liverpool are already lining up their next big attacking move. And this time, the spotlight is on Barcelona. Let's set the scene clearly. Liverpool have already spent huge money to refresh a title-winning squad. The club backed the manager fully, bringing in exciting names like Hugo Ekitike, Jeremy Frimpong, Milos Kerkez, Giovanni Leone, and then smashing records twice with Florian Wirtz and Alexander Isak. That kind of spending usually forces clubs to stop and recover financially. But Liverpool are not most clubs. Thanks to smart sales, strong commercial growth, and quiet transfer windows in previous seasons, the Reds are still in a very strong financial position. That is why, even after spending over £440 million, Liverpool remain active, alert, and dangerous in the transfer market. And now, attention has turned to Barcelona. According to reports from Spain, Liverpool are closely monitoring young Barcelona winger Roony Bargie. Scouts have been watching him for months, and the feedback coming back to Anfield is very positive. The word being used to describe him? Dazzling. Liverpool believe Bargie could be the next big winger to explode onto the European stage, and more importantly, a long-term solution for a future without Mohamed Salah. Yes, that future might be closer than many fans want to admit. Salah remains a Liverpool legend and a world-class player, but interest from Saudi Arabia is not going away. If the right offer arrives in the summer, Liverpool may decide the time is right to plan ahead rather than react too late. And this is where Bargie comes in. The Reds are reportedly preparing a €50 million offer, around £43 million, to test Barcelona's resolve. That number is not random. Liverpool believe Barcelona's ongoing financial problems could force them into difficult decisions, even if the player is highly rated. At just 20 years old, Bargie already has experience at the top level. He first caught attention as a teenager at Copenhagen, where his confidence, close control, and eye for goal marked him out as something special. His move to Barcelona only increased expectations. This season, his numbers may not look incredible at first glance, 2 goals and 4 assists in 14 games, but context matters. Much of his football has come from the bench, with limited minutes. Despite that, his impact has been real. The biggest example came recently in the Spanish Super Cup semi-final. Given the chance to shine, Bargie delivered in style, scoring once and providing 2 assists as Barcelona destroyed Athletic Club. Performances like that do not go unnoticed, especially by a recruitment team like Liverpool's. What makes this story even more interesting is Liverpool's clear strategy. They are not just buying stars for today. They are building for the next 5 to 8 years. Young, explosive, flexible attackers who can grow into leaders. Bargie fits that profile perfectly. He is quick, fearless, comfortable on both wings, and not afraid to take defenders on 1v1. Exactly the type of player that thrives in Liverpool's high-energy system. With the right coaching and time, many believe he could reach elite level. Of course, nothing is guaranteed. Barcelona may decide to fight to keep him. Other clubs could enter the race. And Liverpool will not overpay if the deal stops making sense. But the message is clear. Liverpool are planning ahead. Liverpool are thinking long-term. And Liverpool are not waiting for problems before finding solutions. If this deal happens, it would not just be another signing. It would be a statement that the Reds intend to stay at the very top, today, tomorrow, and well into the future. That's all for now, Reds. Keep your eyes open, because this transfer window might not be done surprising us just yet. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you won't miss anything.